different relics. Because through research and through the scriptures, they know that these particular places, they had an approximate location of them, and that's where they dug up certain regions.
Plus, they know the prophecies.
Yep.
They got the technology, which is attributes them being wiser than Daniel. They got the technology to go search for that stuff. And hey, I got proof, man, that the top elite, they know of the Most High and the Son. This is Genesis, going all the way back to Genesis, the 3rd chapter. This is after, now, the serpent represents the top elite of Esau, Edom, what would later become to known as Edom, the serpent. And the proof, we go back to, what is that, Psalms 58 chapter, do we indeed speak righteousness? You know, you work, you basically work your wickedness, you speak with a forked tongue. What's the nature of a serpent? The serpent has what? A forked tongue. So they are definitely indeed the serpent. And so you people don't get simple out there. It wasn't an actual serpent that spoke to Eve. Like the serpent came up and coiled up and started hissing, Eve, I have something to say to you. That's parabolic talk, all right? This serpent was Esau, Edom back then before they received that name. So listen to what the serpent says to the woman. And the serpent said unto the woman being who? Eve, which represents Israel, the nation of Israel. Ye shall not surely die. So the serpent lied. Then he went on to say this, for the Most High, wait a minute, I thought they didn't believe, I thought they didn't believe in the Most High. For the Most High, they have the word God there, but we know the deal. For the Most High doth know that in that day ye eat thereof, meaning what? You learn of this, the other side, you learn of the knowledge of wickedness, which we didn't know about, right? That's why we're perfect. We only knew righteousness, right? For the Most High doth know that in that day ye eat thereof, you learn of that wickedness, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil. So you're going to tell me that they don't know both sides? They know both sides. The top elites of Esau. They know the deal, man.
Now, Harry Rosenberg, if he's so deep, he would know that he's an Edomite, number one. And he would know that his God is not the same God as our God. I'm going to show you a picture of your God. That's right. This is Esau's God. Look like Barry Manilow, man. Oh, yeah. Look at that big schnoz.
That big nose.
That's the God of Esau, man. Who was the Amaziah? He was casting them Edomites down off the mountain.
Right.
And after he did that, he was like 25 years old. He was a simple-minded, bird-brained Negro that happened to be king of Israel at that time. And after he did that, he got off on Esau's head, busting up into the ragged rocks below. And then he went and took him and started bowing down to their fucking God, man.
Right.
Show you how simple-minded a nigga is, man.
Yeah, but that's heavy, man. These top elites, they know, man. That's why
we're gonna ride off of that debate.
Con.
We're gonna ride off of that debate, man.
Con.
And we're gonna ask that question. We're gonna throw that question up. Who is Esau?
Con.
All right.
That's right. Yeah.
Hold up, I'm gonna bring something else out. Now I put in Esau's God, right? The first thing that popped, guess what popped up? Show you that the Most High is with us. This is a sign that a brother put together. And this is our sign, man, that guys are stealing. I'm going to show you something else.
Yeah, and they even had that sign. I believe it was that sign or another sign that we had on some of this Edomite production. They had a picture of that Jacob and Esau sign.
This right here is the camp, the GMS Fortress. And that's the second thing. When you look down right below the sign, that's one of our camps. If you click on the video, it looks like they're out there. They are out there in the cold. And they grinding out there in the cold, man. That's out there in Wisconsin. GMS Fortress, man. You're going to find out the true men of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai starting from the apostles of GMS on down. Okay?
I got precept in Psalms 58 proving that the serpent is talking about Esau, Edom, which they weren't known as Esau, Edom back then, but later they became known as Esau, Edom. That was their name of the nationality, which we know as the so-called white man today. The book of Psalm 58, 1-3, it says, "Do ye indeed speak righteousness, O congregation? Do you judge uprightly, O ye sons of men? Yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth." The wicked, which they are also known as the wicked, and one of the first acts of wickedness they did was going back to Eve, when the elite of Esau back then lied to Eve. You know, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. And that was a lie that the serpent told Eve, which is the elites of Esau. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear. So there's that word serpent, taking us back to the book of Genesis, the 3rd chapter. It wasn't an actual serpent that came and talked to Eve. Many people believe that. It was a person, you know, but the person had that character of a serpent. Now, to be a serpent, you have to know what? Both sides. You have to know good as well as evil. You know? That's it. That's it. I don't know if anybody has a scripture, precept.
Back in Timothy's. Right, back in Timothy's verse, I'll read it again, 20, 6 and 20. "O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings, and oppositions of science falsely so called, which some professing have erred concerning the faith. Grace be with thee, Amen." And when it says erred concerning, meaning they strayed, you know, strayed out of the truth by getting caught up into, you know, Esau's trickery.
Hey, that word Vatican, when you look it up, it means the serpent-like prophets. And most of those lies on the scriptures are coming out of where? The Vatican. All these so-called religions, they all came out of what? The so-called Roman Catholic Church. Right? Yep. That's where they all came out of. So that's another example of the serpent. Okay? Go ahead, brother.
Right. Now, this is in 2 Timothy's 1. You know what? I'm gonna start at 7. It says, "For the Most High hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind." It says, "Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our Lord." And you can't be ashamed. That's what it is too. A lot of guys are ashamed of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Meaning what? Being in His truth, going out there, like the Apostle show one camp, going out there in the cold and the snow and everything. You get a lot of guys that they get ashamed over that, man. You know, we're not the most liked, so to speak, and all that other bullshit. You got a lot of people that are ashamed of it, man. So the scriptures say, "Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our Lord," of which is who? Yahweh Shai. All right? And there's a reason why we use that name and magnify that name, Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. The scripture said, "Be not ashamed of the testimony, nor of me, his prisoner." Meaning what? That's Apostle Paul actually speaking, right? And he was a prisoner of the Lord because what? Unto him was committed to do the work, the same thing that we're doing. That was what he lived for. You know, and you had a lot of people, you know, which Apostle Paul covered it earlier, a lot of people had a problem with Apostle Paul. The way he was, you know, his man, and how strict he was and everything like that. Yeah. So he said, look, you can't be ashamed of the testimony of Yahweh Shai and neither the people that he set up.
They even had a problem with his presence.
With his presence, yep.
The way he looked.
Yep.
Which shows you he wasn't no pretty boy.
Yeah.
All right? A lot of guys think a man of the Lord is if he looks like a Hollywood A-list actor, he got to be a man of the Lord because, you know, he got that look, you know. He got to be a man of the Lord.
Yeah.
He got to be.
His crew, like Nate and his crew, the Barney Purple Panda crew, with them pretty fancy garments and all that shit. You know, like General Johannes, man. They got the Planet of the Apes. garments on, looking like they just came out the Planet of the Apes. That look, that, like I said, that Conan the Barbarian, guys are attracted to that, the studs and all that shit, the armbands and the girdle,
What the hell? Yeah, you wearing the armbands. What the hell? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna block with them bullets? Like you, Wonder Woman. Remember Wonder Woman? She had that tiara and the bracelets. She's blocking bullets with the bracelets. That's what they're gonna do.
She ain't Wonder Woman no more. She an alcoholic.
Linda
She been
Carter.
an alcoholic for years.
Yeah, Linda Carter. Oh, she was fine.
She look like a hot mess now.
Oh man, back in the my goodness, back in the day, she was that's a sexy woman, man. Linda Carter back then, and women they age like milk.
Yeah, hey.
Go ahead.
What's it? The stars of heaven shall fall. Hey, that's prophecy, man. The Most High bringing everybody down, man. Stars of heaven shall fall. So it says, but be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel according to the power of the Most High. And that's what it is. That's what it's all about. Everybody get on it. They talk all kind of shit about us, call us bums, call us rapers and all that. But you're supposed to be a part of that, man. You got to deal with it. That's a good thing, man. You see, because we're not of this world, man. So this world is not going to love us. The reason why all these other camps and stuff, they got all these big followings is because they're of the world. That's why Nate does shit that's of the world. He got the shiny garments and all that. He gives those perfect speeches and he try not to use so-called profanity or so-called curse words and all that, right? And he gets you dumb niggas, man. He pray over you simple-ass niggas, man. The real men of the Lord, man, they ain't going to candy coat nothing, and they going to speak the Lord's word straight up, man.
That's right. I got a precept for you, bro. You can break it down if you want. 1 John 4:5, it says, they are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. That's
man.
Yeah, when they're always doing them songs, that one song that sound like they're in slavery. This is what we don't like. Whoa! Sound like a chant from a movie Roots.
Yeah. Women wearing pants that we don't like. We don't like. Bald-headed Christian niggas don't like. If you not Israel, you don't like. We don't like.
You guys, whoa, come on, man. IUIC, some group, fringe group of the IUIC.
Yeah, then they got that other which they do going on with all these fucking marriages as if we're in the time of marriage.
Oh yeah, we can't forget about the marriage of Igraine and my man, Officer Joel, which is what was the guy who married Igraine and
Haitian Tackleberry, the lemur and
yeah, well he married
Haitian
them. I was trying to find the character that played in the name of the character that he married Igraine. Supposedly, what's his name? Arthur took the castle from him. But
yeah, but then in the other
I forgot
one,
his name right now.
They got one song playing. It's like
the Duke. Was I don't remember. Yeah, I think it was called the Duke. Yeah, because Merlin told him. He said, "You stole the castle from You stole it. You stole the wife. You stole the Duke's wife. You did it. You're not that guy. Yeah, they had that scene with the marriage of Igraine, and when you watch the credits, I think it's called the dance. That one song is called the Dance of Igraine. And then you see her doing all that dance, just like Officer Joel's wife. The same shit.
Same thing.
Yeah, but it's of the world. It's not. That's the point. It's not of where in the scriptures. Yahweh Shai, we know he attended a marriage, but he didn't get up and start dancing and grab the guy's wife and start dancing with the guy's wife. Come on, man.
And they don't talk about the real marriage. The real marriage is us being married to the Most High, or the marriage of the Lamb, should I say. They don't speak about that. They sitting there worried about marrying to these fucking hoes and all this, these filthy hoes, simple-minded niggas or whatever, They ain't talking about us marrying to the Lord. So Hey, but you know what? Yahweh Shai said it should be as in the days of Noah, when some men were eating and drinking and giving in the marriage. So that's how we know that they of the world, man. And people see it, they be, oh, this is a beautiful unction and sanction, the Most High. They don't realize the Lord ain't with none of that bullshit, man.
Yeah, they got all their women dressed in white. They got the cow, their heads covered, the cow. You know, and all that image. But behind the scenes, what were they? They're the same wicked ass women. You know, all during the week, they're nothing but sluts. You know, nothing but loudmouth, trifling hoes, man. You know.
Yeah, and you know, Yahweh Shai, when he spoke to the disciples, he said he's gonna make them fishers of men. You know, with Nate, I'm just dealing on the situation with Nate. Nate needs that gimmick, you know, to gather the people, because he's not gathering the people by the word. He's gathering them by the gimmick. That's why Yahweh Shai told the people, you came to me not because you saw the miracles, but because you did eat at the loaves and were filled. He said, labor not for the meat which perishes, but labor for that meat which endureth unto everlasting life. And that's not what these other groups are not doing. See, our thing is plain, because we use the word to capture the Israelites out there that are part of the hopeful elect.
And we don't need no gimmicks, man.
Exactly.
The Lord didn't send us out here to be proponents of gimmicks, you know, selling gimmicks. And our main product is the word.
That's it.
And the understanding thereof, you know, through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's it.
And to the majority of people, this is not appealing.
No,
you know, but it's
not
good.
enough. Or
it's
to
good.
them, it's not enough.
Yeah.
Well, it can't be just that.
Gone.
Yeah, it is just that.
That's it.
Scriptures speak about the word,
Gone.
which is able to save your soul.
That's right.
Didn't say gimmicks
Yep.
and everything that's added to it.
Yeah. And then the Lord said, the words of a wise man are heard in quiet more than the cry of fools.
The book of Hebrews 6 and 9, it says, "But beloved, we are persuaded better things of you, and things that accompany salvation, though we thus speak." So that's it, man. Things accompanying salvation, we thus speak. What the hell is the earth being flat got to do with, or round, got to do with salvation?
But you know what it does have? It has something to do with the scriptures, because this is what the scriptures say, Galatians 1 and 6. "I marvel that you are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Yahweh Shai unto another gospel." That's part of another gospel. And that's what's happening. You know, we're getting closer to the Passover. Every year on the Passover, either before the Passover, during the Passover, or after the Passover, something goes down where guys get the herd gets thinned out, so to speak. You know, this year it started before, and there's been a whole lot of different guys. I mean, top guys from these different camps that are bugging out.
Yeah. The top men in some cases. Yeah. The camp leaders, second in command, you know. Yeah. Y'all know who you are. You brothers know who they are.
That's right. You know? That's right. It said, "Which is not another, but there be some that trouble you, and would pervert the gospel of Yahweh Shai." And that's what's happening. There's a lot of perversion going on out there. You know, the gospel is being perverted. You know, and no matter, and it's like, guys, they have to find a way to get themselves in the spotlight, in the limelight. You know, when the Lord said, if you exalt yourself, you're going to be abased. You know, but if you let the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, exalt you in due time, when you get exalted, you're not going to be thrown down. You're not going to be shamefully made to go down lower. You know? So you just got to let Yahweh Bashem Yahushua exalt you.
Yeah.
It's like, but it's spiritual. Why is that so hard to do? Why do you guys gotta fucking be like this buck for power? What I mean, damn, man. You dudes, well, like Apostle Tar said, you know what? You dudes are really small guys inside, man. Yeah.
You guys are small, and like the one guy that said that, he's the smallest guy in the Bible, and got the biggest belly. Well, next second to Comfy. You see Comfy, the new videos? That dude is a portly dude.
Yeah.
That stomach is way the hell out there, man.
Yeah.
And that's from being depressed.
Yep. Hey, I got to throw another guy.
Loading up on carbs, man, because you depressed.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We got to throw our man Killer Priest up in there too, man. Y'all seen him? You seen Killer Priest, man? He's another one that's messed up in the head.
Well, Killer Priest is depressed.
Yeah, he's depressed. He gonna roll up on the brother. Man, dude, forearms look like pop. You know, like Popeye. He's like the chocolate marshmallow man. you messed up in the head, bro, because you know you sold out and shit like that. You done blasphemed against the word of the Lord. You following. We know you bugged out, man. You following Dr. York.
Yeah, there's nobody cheering for him anymore.
Ain't nobody. All your cheerleaders ain't there no more. Yeah, it's all done, man. It's all done. We looked it up. You made like 15 albums, and you never got that shine that you wanted, man. See, that's why you all bloated and blown up.
Yeah. Never paid his tights. Never gave us anything. Hey, never paid his tights.
Yeah, so how could he be in the truth?
Yeah.
He ain't in the truth, man. That's why he got mad.
You living high off the hog, man, but now the hog is done slaughtered. You know? Oh, yeah.
And anybody that takes Comfy seriously, man, like, just forget him.
Yeah, John,
Hey, I got a couple of scriptures here, right? Yeah. I got some link ups. Revelation 3 and 4. Thou hast a few names, even in Sardis, which have not defiled their garments. The garments is this truth. When you teach your congregation to say, hold it on desk. I'm gonna let you speak on it. When you teach your congregation that the Lord that you praying to is Christ, you didn't throw